Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World and I'm ready to start my first card following sketch 1 from Kendra's Card Challenge. As you've seen from the last video, I have all my sketches ready to go. I have my list of papers, A, B, C, D, E and F, so that I know which went with which when I was doing my cutting. So now I know just to carry on and follow what I have cut. So I keep them inside the card when I'm ready to do it. And what we get in this one is this lovely piece and this piece, and this one goes here, this one goes here. So you can add your embellishment here and whatever else you want yourself. I'm actually going to keep it cream. I had this piece of card cut already, but I want to do some embossing to the base of the card so that it doesn't look so bland. So I'm going to just do line embossing like I usually do. So I'll go every second line, see how that looks. So I'm just leaving a wee gap, 1, 2 each time. If you're ever doing this and make a mistake, just fill in the gaps the same all the way around. You can't go wrong. But it does add a quick and easy bit of definition, which I should have went the other way because I wanted my bumps out the ways. Twit-a-woo. So I'll go back over that, push those through the other way. Same thing, I have terrible light tonight. I should have done this during the day, but I was getting all my papers and cuts done, and I was supposed to start tomorrow, but I was just so excited I wanted to have a wee go at the first sketch to get me going. Be sure and pop over to Kendra's YouTube channel, where she has a really detailed explanation, explains it like, I mean, she knows what she's doing. So go and check her out and be sure and join us, because we have 3 brilliant prizes up for grabs this time. There's a $50 pack from Pink and Main. There's a $50 gift voucher from TLC Designs. And there's a $50 gift voucher from Whimsy. So absolutely brilliant prizes. Right, that's better now, isn't it? Gives it that nice wee bit of detail, if you can see it with a terrible light. So we're going to carry on now. And I'm simply going to stick these papers down just as it is in the sketch. So sort of actually goes that way. And then this darker piece goes directly underneath. I was thinking about putting something in between, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So we shall stick it on and see how it goes. The other side's just as lovely, but I'll be using that side for another card because it's all from the same paper pack, which is called Blackberry Beauty, which is gorgeous, gorgeous papers. Full of gold. They're Stampin' Up! Papers. They're full of gold and rich raspberry and just beautiful colours. So I'm trying to get this where I want it to be with my crooked eye. So about there, I think. Good thing about my glue, it'll give me a bit of give. That looks okay. Really shouldn't use that sloppy glue, sure shouldn't. So does that look straight? That might need a wee trim there. If ever you've cut crooked or went over accidentally at the end of it, you can just trim that off. I will do that. I don't want to do it yet because my papers will slide about because it's still wet. So just make sure you have them butted up nicely if that's what you're doing. You could put a nice piece of ribbon across there or something if you wanted. So for my rectangle in the center there, it needs 3 3/4 inches by 2 inches. So this is the piece that I'm going to use, and I'm not putting anything else behind it, but I'm going to do a lot of stamping on it. So we'll do that now. So I need a bit of scrap paper because I'm not using the full stamp. I'm going to go with Dragonfly Garden. I'm going to use this sort of the tallest there and then working its way down. So, and I'm just keeping it in cinnamon cider to match everything. So I'm making the whole stamp up simply because I don't want to leave a join line whenever a secondary stamp. So we're going to start here and we'll want that sort of up close to the top and maybe coming off the edge here. And before we move on to the next one, I'm pulling that down slightly and I'm just giving it another wee stamp because I know it'll come out nice and light, so it's in the background. So again, we'll ink it up, maybe not go down so far this time because I'm not using the full stamp for sure. And I'm bringing this one just down again and I'm going slightly over the shadowy one and I'm going down again with a secondary one. So it sort of gives you a nice wee edging off as you go along. I'm going to bring that right down to the bottom if I can. Maybe tilt it a wee bit, and that should be the end of it. So that is all I want to do, bar putting on the sentiment. And the sentiment is one I have chosen. I bought this really for my candles. They're lovely wee small sentiments and they're really deep. They're very like praying for blankets of healing around you and yours. Great, follow your dreams. You're doing better than you think. Oh, there's just loads of them. Forever grateful and thinking, believe in yourself. There's lots and lots. Very inspirational, but also very good for someone that's maybe coping with loss or whatever. So we get this messy bit out of the way. And I'm going to put, should have said that, a dragonfly. Where's my card? A dragonfly is going to sit sort of in the corner here. And that is my wee circle here. As you can see, I'm using that. So I want my sentiment sitting up here somewhere. And I preferably want it to be straight. There's no guarantee with that, sure is not. And I'm using You Are Proof There Is Good in the World. Not bad. Not bad. I'm generally not very good at stamping those. So the dragonfly was also stamped in the cinnamon and it was punched out using the matching punch, dragonfly punch, which gives you two, a big one and a small one. The small one isn't stamped, it just comes out whatever colour you want. So I punched it out on this matching paper and I may or may not use it. I haven't made up my mind yet. We'll see how it looks. So we need to add some dimensionals to the back of that because I want it raised up. I think it would be nicer raised. I always like to get the challenge started because once I know of one card under my belt, then I'm really keen to get the rest. And we're going to have 17 cards made this time, which is brilliant. 17 cards. So this goes in the center of those two pieces as best as you can get it. Not bad. And then this baby we're going to sort of set here. So I might just put a wee drop of glue at the top there and catch it rather than raising it up. And this is the season for dragonflies. So over here anyway. Perfect timing. So I'm just going to cover that wee flower actually. Pop it in there. So I stamped them out. I forgot to say that. I used my Wink of Stella. This is an old one. There's nothing left and it's absolutely dry. So on the small stamp I dipped it into the cinnamon cider ink pad, sprayed a wee drop of water and just mixed the two of them gently as I needed it and just painted that in. So to give it a bit dark in the centre and then spreading out lighter. So that is actually it. You know, you could afford to tie a wee bow across the top if you wanted. I'm actually going to keep it plain the way it is. I kind of like it. I will go over maybe with a full wink of Stella and give it a wee bit of glitter. But that is how easy it is. Once you have your paper cuts done, you're just flying. And you can have so much fun because you're not tied. You can just use whatever you want and just go for it and really enjoy it. So I hope you like that, and hope the shadowing of the night light was okay. And I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Bye.